Hello everyone! Hi! Hopefully everyone's going well tonight. Oh, I'm settling back in my chair. Stretching. What is everyone's question tonight? Hopefully everyone's going good. I'm looking over there, but unfortunately, hello Cassandra, and hello Sharon, how are you? Hello Tana. Hello Anchoret. Actually, I don't really need to worry because I see both of you on both monitors, so I'm glad. What are your questions tonight, guys? Hello, I'm going good. Thank you, Zeneb. I know it's a little bit later at night for me, to be honest, but what's your current energy, says Sharon? That's a good question. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles, definitely the money energy. You feel a little bit trapped, which is interesting because I think that there's like a bit of you that's kind of competing. So there's Queen of Pentacles that wants to go out and make money, and the other one wants to be like more kind of success but more at home, and there's this struggle between you. Okay, so clarify how we're going to get out of this situation. Okay, so it's possibly just to choose certain things. Realize that you don't have that many choices. Like, don't get me wrong. You don't have a lot of choices that can be. There's a lot of choices that you could take off the table because they're not for you. Just focus on like particular things out of this, and just focus on a couple of things, and you'll be fine. Your energy will kind of realign, Sharon. So our Karit says Anu will contact me in the future. I feel like this person's gone through a lot, but I think they're also trying to get out of it. So will they contact you? They will like company, even though they're kind of still a little bit angry with you. They would still like some company that they would like Alcaret for you to contact them. Will they contact you? Possibly. I think they're just lonely and they really need some company. Alcaret. Zanib says, when will me and my husband reunite? Okay. Well, he's currently, yeah, there's some things here. Okay. So there is a call for you to stop focusing directly on the stuff in front of you and see a bigger picture. And there's also a call for you, like, because you're holding on to something, you have to let it go. You also have to realize there's quite a lot of options there for you to take. So I would say that it's going to be hard, because in this spread I would say that see a bigger picture, let go, and kind of realize that there's more choices there. And possibly, like, most of the time when we take the choice that someone else doesn't want us to take, they're usually like, oh, we want you back now. And you're like, okay, I see. Do I want you back though? Okay, so Jai says, when is my next relationship? Very soon. I would say like before the end of the year. Yeah. There was something that was coming. I think you're actually really holding on to an X here, or some kind of energy here. It might be that is not your ex, but the energy that you felt. Like, sometimes we have baggage from our last relationship that we need to, like, let go and move on. But yeah, I would say that you've got a relationship before the end of the year. Mahini says, hi dear, current intentions on my ex are sunny towards me. He's still clinging on to you like a crazy mofo. He doesn't really want to leave. I'm sorry, I swore. But he really doesn't want you to leave because it's a fear-based attachment. If he loses you, then he has no one. And this is why I feel King of Cups in reverse for him. He's not reflective of withdrawn. He's actually using you as an emotional energy source. I would suggest running. No one wants to be an emotional energy source for someone else. So Cancerian says, what are Jaden's feelings towards me? I have a crush on him and we just became friends. Okay, so weirdly enough, this person's like panicking. There's Temperance in reverse and Ace of Swords. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe they think that you, because you got in the like friend space, that they're like, oh no, we're going to be friends forever. Like they're now panicking. Like Ace of Swords in reverse is full on panic. Like the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And Temperance in reverse is utter chaos. So this either means that this person doesn't have their life together enough for the whole world to be falling on them, and that's why they have friends, or they're just scared of being friend zoned. I would say the first one. No worries, Sharon. Will I get the apartment I want to see today? May asks, do I want... Ooh, okay. You have, like, weirdly enough, I always call this my self-addiction card. Some people read this another way, but this is like, maybe you're dreaming about, like, your life will be better when you get, like, the perfect apartment. You're also not cooperating with people at the moment. Maybe it is the addiction to working alone, and you actually need to talk to other people. I think that is it. Like, you always go on your own, and I think you need to actually talk to someone. Not in an addicted... Like, the whole idea is, like, when you go, I could do it alone, you forget other people are there to help you get your dreams to be reality. I think so. If you keep on growing this, I think that you'll get an apartment, or you will get a nicer one. But yeah, just make sure that you stop thinking you can do this all alone, because yeah, you need to get a friend or someone that can help you, like whether it's the real estate agent on your side, so that you're like, nudge, wink, wink. I want to see more of this apartment, or something like that. Tamara says, current feelings of Navit towards me, please. The other day, I did the most heinous thing to my cards. Some of them fell down, and I didn't realize, and then I rolled on top of them with my wheelie chair. And, yes, one of my cards is now got little tiny lines through it. I'm like, I love you cards, but sorry. Okay, so the current feelings of Navit towards me, please. Tamina, this must be about you. And so this is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is actually a very intelligent, highly focused individual. She tends to be very authoritarian, so that's a alpha sigma kind of energy. She knows what she wants, and she's very good at getting what she wants, which usually means that she can't stand idiots whatsoever. If someone does an idiotic move, she's like, right, boom. You're like, oh no, oh no, run away. So yeah, if you're Queen of Swords in there, then you have had, you're definitely there in his heart, in his mind, or in their mind. Nicole, a career of finance. Should I go to Japan and take my master's, or should I stay in my current job and wait for promotion? Okay, so that's Japan. That's your... Oh. Because this is like... Can we clarify this? This felt like Japan. This is like your current job. So it might be that your current job's offering you all the right things to stay. Okay, so clarifying card. Okay. And this one as well. Okay. So it's interesting because you got two male cards here for Japan. So King of Cups and King of Swords in reverse. Now, you could always say that these guys are in their own energy, but I always think King of Swords tends to be very aggressive, very... He doesn't know how to say no. And King of Cups will tend to be more emotionally kind of drawn to someone that takes their energy on and tends to not listen in their negative state. And you will have to work hard. So it might be that you like these guys, that when you travel to Japan, and they might not be the right thing, but there's a difference. Like, whether you get this over here where they're dangling it in front of your face, like, oh yeah, like if you stay here, you'll get a promotion, you'll get a level up. Yeah, other than working hard on your own influence, you've got to figure out which one's going to give you the most. Like, I have done this, I did this. Because sometimes, Nicole, that's the biggest part, is like, did I work my butt off and had a great time, or did I get it like dangled in front of my face and then they'd always not promote me? So, okay, so Rika, career guidance for me. Okay, so this is the pull card that I ran over with my wheelie chair. Sorry, card, I'm so sorry. So, will you get your dream... Rika says, will he get his dream job today? Okay, so weirdly enough, you will get something that you really enjoy, but it might be different from what you're actually training for. So there is kind of a discrepancy in your kind of skills. The criteria of the job might not match your skills completely, but when you get in there, you'll be like, oh yeah, so this might have been like a past love, like a past thing that you wanted to get into, but you changed your career and you moved away from it. And I would suggest like looking back and going, oh yeah, was there something that I really wanted to do, like photography or something like that, and work on that. Because that's where you're kind of guided to. Pransu says, will I get... Okay, so that's for Rika. Pransu's now. Okay, dream job this year. Well, you got really stuck, and that one came out again. Okay, so you're really stuck in this career as you know it, yeah? feel like these two as well. Okay, so the cards are telling you that you're getting in this phase where you get stuck and then you kind of burn yourself out. You get stuck, you burn yourself out. And I think that you kind of have a addiction to working. So therefore you think that working hard will get you somewhere. And I tell you not, that most people think in life they'll work hard and they'll get somewhere, and it's not true. It's definitely not true. So I think in general, you also have this healing card. So I think take your downtime and then think about where you need to go. Where's your heart taking you? Because your heart kind of knows where it wants, and this is why you get stuck and burn out, is because you're struggling with yourself. Hey Kay! Hello, what's coming with my destiny? Ren meet. Okay, so actually interesting. You're going to have money coming soon, very soon. The cards are telling you to cooperate, work with friends, work with your community, work with others to get what you want. This is not just like, oh yeah, I'll work with others to get what they need. It's also like mutually beneficial. There's also Queen of Swords coming in for you. So you've got a full deck right now. So little bits of money plus very interesting, fascinating women. Actually, the Queen of Swords tends to be very highly intelligent, so she tends to be very fascinating. So Prinyaka says, my future spouse's profession and when will I meet my spouse? I always find that, oh my god, those cats came out again. Let's shuffle them back into the deck. Okay, so weirdly enough, yeah, at the moment I feel like you're pushing love away more than coming towards it. Now, if you keep on pushing that away, that you are going to get to a point that you are going to have a harder time dealing with things. Okay, so it's interesting because it says same monies. So you have more options, because at the moment you have no what you feel are viable options for you to marry. And it's saying save your bickies, so then you actually get more kind of a chance. This cooperation card is then Wheel of Fortune. Choose to go with the flow and kind of reach out and talk to other people, make friends, make a social network, because the more social networks you have, the more easier it is to attract people into your life, especially partners. Most of the time, like 90% of the time, unless you're actually matchmaking, you'll find someone through a friend of a friend. And this one, which is actually quite interesting, might be that you need to kind of seek an older and wiser guide for you to kind of deal with what is going to be appropriate love languages for a relationship, because most of the time when we get into a relationship, it's all about our expectations, not our own. So it's more like, at the moment, unless you kind of really open yourself up and you start thinking about who you want to be in life, I think that it'll be very hard to find a partner if you always have expectations and you don't, like, what would I say, like, have anything to offer someone else, which is hard, Prinyaka. It might not be one thing that you wanted to hear. Cutie says, general message for me, please. Well, yeah, interesting. You're like, yes to all the treats, and then no. Like, there's like, no yes, no yes. Well, no, it's yes and then no. Uh, oh, interesting. Okay. So it's not actually treats, it's a relationship. Oh, you have a chance to actually come back with the ex. Oh, and come, yeah, there's two growing and building back. Is this a good thing? Because I don't know. It seems, yeah. I think that, weirdly enough, there's a chance, but there's also the card of escape. So, yeah, I think, yeah. I think you let go of your fear attachment, escape for a while, because this guy seems like he's kind of full of energy, full of life. Maybe he's just too young at the moment, but you can build this relationship back up. But I would definitely say take your space, take your time to let go of this guy. So if he comes back in, you could show him the door. If he's not showing you the respect, show him the door. Like, thank you very much. There you go, cutie. Butra says, should I give my connection with Yakutov a chance? Okay, so I would rethink this because this person hasn't changed. Whatever they've done in their past, they're still doing the same now. They expect you to treat them fairly and equally without that. So you should reconsider this. They also possibly will steal all the food to themselves. So I would suggest that this person hasn't learned and not going to learn until you actually, yeah, say no, I think. Xena says, is Thomas planning to fight our connection? Okay, so guys are so confusing. Okay, you're calling in your soulmate, your purpose, your affirmations, and your visualizations help know each other, and getting to know each other, you reveal your innermost and selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's actually, weirdly enough, I think you are on your way to manifesting your soulmate, but you also have to let down some kind of barriers, because possibly what's happening is he's coming up against your barriers and then he's reactive, and so therefore you're both being reactive towards each other, and the easiest way to deal with that is go, oh sorry, you bounced off something that I really don't like because my ex was jealous or something like that. I'm not lying, like, yeah, like those things. So I think in general, I think you're calling in your soulmate. It might be that Thomas is not completely ready yet, but we'll see. You didn't post your question before, says Cancerian. Okay, Mohidi says thanks. What is October holding for me, says KN. Oh, hello potato salad. Actually, weirdly enough, potato salad is one of my favorites. So October seems like it's holding quite a lot of treats and distractions for you, but also the Two of Cups means that if you were in love right now, it might be a rocky relationship for October. A little bit more fights and disagreements. It might be just because you're kind of okay, maybe this makes sense. Why you might be into rocky kind of relationship right now, KN, is you're quite hyper focused and you're really not seeing like outside yourself. So it might be time to kind of ask your partner what they need or want, because sometimes we're not very good at explaining that we just need some of your time, a little bit of your energy. Sometimes it might be time to do a little bit of date night, maybe. Or if this is an ex, keep on focusing on this. You'll be good. So distractions and treats, make sure to share them with people. But it looks like a good October, other than maybe occasional fight. But that's okay. Fights do sometimes tend to liven up things. Will you pass your exam in December, says Potato Salad. Firstly, you're let go of the outcome of this, which is not good. You need to control that outcome and work hard. So the cards are like telling you, if you're here, Potato Salad, you might not be working hard enough. And just keep on working. You're doing very well, but the cards are like, no, you need to control this. You need to do this. So they're kind of sitting there going, work. Good luck, Potato Salad. But yeah, at the moment, study, because it's like, yeah, you're leaving it up to fate. No, don't do that. Okay, so Sasha says, hi, how does R think about me currently? No contact. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so he might have fought for you before, but he's struggled with some things that you do. I think it's some things that you do because of this. And he's kind of given up. So it might be that you kind of display some tendencies to that he's kind of being vocal about before, and then he's kind of battled with this for a while and then given up. So you might have to think about why this is the case for you. Maybe it's time to kind of realize that that might be why he's not, Sasha, because that's what he's thinking about. Markin says, what is A feeling towards me? Will she marry me? Okay, so she's kind of feeling like maybe, which is kind of interesting because I have never thought of this before, but she's looking at that the clock is ticking, Makund, and she's kind of deliberating. Yeah, she's just unhappy with where life is, or maybe even you at the moment, because most of the time this is internal. This can be like where we hate people around us because they're selfish, and then we realize, well, we don't realize, but we have to realize that we are creating that selfishness because we never share anything. So when we never share anything, then the selfishness keeps on going, because we are the reflection. People are the reflection of what they get. So if we don't help them, then yeah, it just reflects back to us. The Strength card and the World. So this might be that this person needs to live by themselves for a while and explore. Let's ask about whether she's going to get married to you, because that might be that she wanted to. She's healing family issues, which is possibly why the Strength card is here, because that seems like that. Separation, so this is this one. So time is spent apart from your partners on the horizon, and codependency, so the World. So yeah, I feel like this woman is kind of getting out of a lot of things that she had to deal with So I don't think I see you getting married, but that doesn't mean that you might not get that chance later. She just needs to work on those things. And I'm glad that the card didn't go backwards, because I'm scared of destroying more card decks. Okay, so Peach Love says, how does Brian Lou things after he sees my pictures on Instagram? He's really curious. Oh, okay. Kind of slightly like, ooh, show me more. Not in a lewd way, but he probably is like, she's only posting one a day. So he might go back like a couple of times a day just to like check in and make sure like you've uploaded another photo, which is so cute. But yeah, he's kind of like really intrigued about you, wants to kind of develop something. He's just gonna need to deal with some emotional things before he can kind of say, hi, I like you. But yeah, I think he definitely likes to see you. Bella says, what's coming close to you? Oh, Temperance in reverse. Okay, interesting. And Page of Wands. Okay, so the cards are telling you that you might be up for a chaotic event. This could be just that we're normally around this time in Mercury retrograde, which means that everything just goes beep. All the cards just go everywhere. You're like, oh no. It's fine. Sometimes you just have to go, it's chaos. Deal with it later. But Page of Wands and this one, which I'm very sure is the 7th of Wands, but this is fighting something and winning. So actually, weirdly enough, that possibly is the chaos that you're fighting and winning. And also there's new opportunities, these shiny new birds coming in that you get to reach out for, that you might have had a hard time before because of the chaos. So whatever you're battling on, you're going to win. Okay, Bella? Go get it. Scarlett says, hello, can I get a general reading, please? Of course, Scarlett. Okay, so the cards are telling you not to focus on money, but to focus on not love, but money. Also, there is kind of person, if you're not with this person, or you're currently with this person, that's great. So this is that you see someone else and your souls kind of connect on that bit where you have so much compatibility there. Like you see like a soul mirrored. So it could be that you have so much in common, like you might have come from the same background, you might have a lot of things common, maybe religion, maybe other factors that kind of bring you to that space. So I think that's really good. I don't, but yeah, focus on the money first. The love second, okay? So, yeah, so Bukura, I already did. Chrissy, of course. Thank you. Okay, so you've got Queen of Pentacles in reverse and Queen of Cups. Okay, cards, is this the same person? Is this for... Ooh, okay. Okay, so there's a temptation there. Okay. So it might be that you can be both of these. So the temptation is to actually start our own business, which might not be the best thing for this moment for you, because with the temptation card, it's usually seen as a negative. But it might be that you just have to wait on, you might need to invest some more of your money and so therefore hold on to wait for you going into Queen of Pentacles as an investor. So this might be building your own business. The cards are saying maybe it's not time, maybe there's not enough opportunities or not enough cash flow right now for you. But Queen of Cups means that you can actually escape out of some situations you're in. Queen of Cups means that you are the caring, nurturing energy side. You can look after people. You are so beautiful that people tend to want to care about you as well, because you just have that kind of and I'm not going to put anything on people because they might sit there and go, oh, but you're kind of the mom vibes. You're just like the, oh, come here, give it a hug, I'll make it better. And so Cups are just gorgeous people because they're just so emotionally there for other people as well as themselves. So I think just in general, the cards are telling you to stay at home, enjoy your own space, don't worry about other people that might drag you down. Just give when you can right now. So this means a transition later, but at the moment be Queen of Cups because it will allow you to escape from a lot of things that might be going on. Okay, so I did Christie's and then I went down and then I realized that it was a loved one. Oh, that's possibly why I did this. Yeah, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, Chrissy. So it is Queen of Cups energy that I'm getting for you, and that's possibly why you deserve love. And yeah, your love life is being affected by children. Oh no, this is usually like an adult child, guys, and you deserve love. So the cards are telling you Queen of Cups, but kind of own your own space and then start your own business, and by that time you'll be like, I know what I'm worth. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Never worry. Okay, so where are we up to? Okay. Right, I have to scroll down. Okay, so Fatine, hello, did Oma think of me today? Message. Okay. Oh, he thinks you're so adorable. Oh no. Okay, so there is a death card here. But it seems like he sees you very fondly, like someone to look after. Like, you know how you like have a care vibe for people? This is like what this person has for you. There was a life situation here for this person. They've dealt with some kind of change. So it could be that they realize that you might not want them the same way. Okay, can we have a clarification card? Okay, so yeah, they want to be free. So it might be that they're kind of like loosening their shackles on what society expects for them. So they might have just decided that they won't want everything like a commitment right now because they're just wanting to be themselves. Or they just had a really bad day at work and they're kind of just like, I'm free, I'm out of that. So yeah, I feel like in general this person just wants to escape and get out. So they have, so even I think they really think of you fondly. So I don't think that it might have been about you, but when you said about me, that came up. So it might be that they got free so they could come and tell you how they feel. So we'll see, because that was a very confusing message. Maybe you know exactly what I mean. May I ask when I see a improvement of health, please? I'm sorry, did I make the table wiggle there? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so it might be time to kind of sever a connection here. There's people that haven't been nice to you for a very long time. And yeah, you might need to sever that connection. The cards are also telling you if you can be active, because it's going to help you a lot more. But they're also telling you don't stress. So it might be just be active when you can be active, and then just have a really good downtime. So it might just be like when you can exercise, then rest, and kind of sever any kind of negative past. Like, they're not, I don't think they're like friends around you. I think they're acquaintances or like family that are not particularly close to you, but they're still like saying really nasty things, because you know, they just don't know how to shut up. Okay, so Sarthak says, Agwell says she left 18 months, no communication. We were together for 6 years. Will she come back? Please and please. Okay, there is the Justice card. So it might be like that she didn't feel like it was fair. I don't know. It doesn't feel like, yeah, so she moved. There was a physical move there. Fairness, like justice and the temptation. Maybe there was a connection there for her that she left you for, and then there's a move. So there was a physical move. Yeah, okay, she moved for someone else, and now that she's got unrequited love, she's then kind of really not in the mood to come back to you. It might have just been like she moved for someone else, and now she's like, no. So it might be that she's kind of given up this connection, unfortunately. Let's say, can I ask about Page of Pentacles? Oh, okay, codependency. You might have been just leaning on her very strongly. But this card's really interesting because it's not just like codependency of a person. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that's why she's saying no, coming back. So if that makes sense to you, then I hope that that kind of rings a bell. But yeah, that's why she left, and that's why she's not coming back, unfortunately. Butchera, I already answered that. It's okay, Sartak. Knife was there because I don't have any mods. Ketchan just adds your question. Oh, okay. The current feelings of Prashat Yavdev towards me. Oh, my dear lord. The cat's just trying to do... That was 2 of Cups? Ace of Swords. Oh, interesting. They might be not really happy about relationships. It might have been one of those things that they had to deal with an ex, and now they're like really panicked about like relationships, I think there is still like a kind of feeling of that, because these two, so 2 of Cups in reverse means arguments, fights, just not being very happy together. But then there is also like optimism or a thought that things could be different with you, which is great, because I feel like this person had a very hard time in their past love life. So if they approach you, be kind, because they haven't dealt very well, but they're kind of panicked about going into a committed relationship again. So Ken-chan, make sure that you know that. Prissa says, do you think Rafid would actually spread the pictures I trusted him with if I don't agree to get back with him, or actually not do it? This is why you should use kind of Snapchat or something. Can you just put your question down? I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. Okay, so he's trying to... Yeah, he's trying to still get back to you together, and he's possibly just ignoring the fact that you don't want this. I think in general, just leave him be. Like, I think you've gone better with like escaping, and you're also on your own way to owning your own business or owning your own wealth. I think in general, let him just be. Don't be mean to him, but just sit there and go, okay. Because technically, if it's in some areas, like if he's got pictures of you and he doesn't delete them, it's actually illegal. So I hope that he's kind of a good gentleman, and if he's got those, then delete it. But yeah, ladies, it's not always a good thing to take photos, but it might be that they're perfectly decent ones. So what does the Sagittarius feel? Says the High Priestess Tarot. Hello, High Priestess Tarot. You must be ooh. Like, weirdly enough, I'm like sitting there going, the picture I've got through my head, sorry, High Priestess, is I want to slap that booty. I don't know why. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Feels very good about you. Like, everything's come in life. So yeah. 6 of Pentacles there. I think this is 6 of Wands as well, so if you know anything about that, yeah, I totally say they're like, I'm lucky. And then you're like, oh yes, the Sagittarius is not actually someone that I want to be with. Oops, okay. Hey, Son Lehman. When will I get my true love in life, and when will I marry? Okay, so weirdly enough, I always think of this as my self-addiction card. Usually this is like removement of temptation, but for me, this kind of always feels like more of a spiral in on yourself. So self-addiction card versus also a struggle to get anywhere. Okay, so I don't think you're very good at sharing your toys with people. Even if you have a relationship, you're not very giving of people with people. Also, I think you're very wise, which means that you tend to not actually ask for anything. So you never give anybody a chance to give you anything that would be great for you in general. Like, there's never been anything that people can help you with, and I think you should ask people, even nice attractive ladies, hello, where you going? Not where you're going, that sounds creepy, but can you help me with this? And the whole idea is the psychology of yes, guys. The more that someone says yes to you, the more that they're going to say yes to the next demand. It's psychology 101. So you could be like, yes, can you direct me here? Even if you know exactly where that is. Like, if you're on a college campus and you're like, direct me towards the library, and they're like, okay, it's over here. Can you direct me? And you're like, oh yeah, it's great. I have been here forever. I just suddenly lost it. Can I have your phone number? Even if they say no, that's fine. So the sun is hope and joy. So I think as soon as you kind of ask without the fear of rejection, I think you will go very well. The self-addiction card for me is probably that you feel very small and you feel very inferior. Like, you go, okay, like, possibly you see all these amazing guys, maybe in movies, maybe in TV shows, and you're like, I can never measure up. But I think in general, this kind of like self-loop is keeping you down. So I hope in general you should get on with that. Okay, so Hammer says Vinay, current feelings for me, says Hammer. Okay, so Queen of Cups, I feel like this person probably thinks that you're very emotionally dependent on them, and that kind of scares them a lot. I would say that this person's quite a detached person, and you're a very attached person, so therefore your styles of love are kind of different. So I think you need to kind of separate yourself a little bit from them, because chasing them is just gonna chase them away, Hammer. So does Brandon, a manager, think I should be promoted? Okay, so he does see some qualities in you, but he also sees your kind of approach to it is not what he would think is worthy of promotion, because the way you do it, it's not how you do it. And it's definitely that you're doing very well at what you do. It's more that you just have that bit where you you need to kind of think about how you do it, because the rest of it's fine. You've got everything, but you just need to think about how you do it. Okay. Sandy says, is Nico gonna text me anytime soon? Yes, I would say possibly today, tonight. Yeah, Sandy. Nikki says, Devadis feelings about me, does he miss me? Okay, there's Sun, Emperor, Temperance, Magician. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you brought in quite a lot of like the magic part of life to him. Like, there was something that you kept like doing to help him out of whatever he was in. There's also like, he possibly sees the positives of not being with you, but that doesn't outweigh the negatives of what he's kind of going through. Yeah, and you might have been the person that cleaned, because I can see a lot of kind of cleaning to be done that hasn't been done. So yeah, I think in general that's the case. Nikki. Hi Cassandra, why have butterflies been crossing my path even more lately? So the thing is, butterflies are the whole idea of transformation. Butterflies are the transformation power of the universe. So, and this makes sense when I get a death card in reverse. So there is kind of like you're holding on to your current cycle like for the love of God. So death is not actually a physical death. It is actually just a mental process or emotional, and it spurs on another phase of our lives. So when we're holding on to something, let's say it's like when we don't do a spring clean and our house fills up with stuff and we don't let go of it, then there's no space for the next thing to come in. And so the death card is like after a storm and there's rain, and then you have that lovely smell and the lovely wind coming through, and you know that life is going to grow where it was dry before. So death is just another change, another season, another cycle. So you shouldn't be scared of this. You should just let it go and go, oh yeah, the universe has my back. I'll let it go and I'll bring on new change. So Hema, I have already answered that. I hope that you got that. Sate says, how did my ex Aries feel for me? Okay, actually, weirdly enough, there's nothing about you in this card. He possibly felt that he listened to quite a lot of his friends and family when it came to you. But he's kind of an independent person, so it might have been just that thing that he got out and he's now independent. So what would I say? Bachelor vibes are coming from him. So yeah, I don't think that he's particularly missing you, but he's also possibly regretting that he listened to other people when it came to your relationship, because that's what happened and what broke you both up. Big Mama, of course you can. Can I have a love reading for the weekend? Okay, Justice in reverse. There is reverse karma, you're coming away. It could be that you just had to deal with some things, but the rest of it looks great. Okay, so you've got some treats and some distractions coming up for you. There's also death card, which makes sense if we put it that way. So justice and then death, but it could be that way. So it could be like the cover comes in, nice treats, you move on from whatever happened here, and then it looks really great at home. So I don't think that there's any men coming in, but there might have been a situation with love and you just have to go through it. There's some good things coming up though. Prosperity, especially at home. For me, this is at home because of the floorboards. And treats and distractions, so well done. Lemon says, will the Libra contact me this week? I love potato salad too. You know why I love potato salad? My granddad used to make it. He'd make the best potato salad, but that was the only salad he would do because he didn't like them. He called them rabbit food. So, will a Libra contact you this week? Okay, it's interesting because there is a World card and a Star card, as well as Queen of Pentacles. So the World means that this person's seeing a broader horizon for themselves, but it could be also that they're growing this connection with you to go and explore other places with you. Queen of Pentacles, so if you're not the feminine energy, and this means a person that is very focused on the good things in life, so wealth, status, wealth, the trappings of success. I wouldn't always say that they're status driven, but they like looking good, they like having the nice things. So yeah, I think that they would like to share this with you and give you everything. So I think that they will contact you this weekend, but they also want to contact you with good news, I feel. So don't be surprised if they're like, I have good news for you. You're like, yeah, I know. Hi, why am I having anxiety that my sister is a better match for my boyfriend than I am? I have to tell you a funny story about that. My sister, my mom tells a story about my what was it? My aunt and my what was it? So my aunt's sitting in my dad's lap, and this is before my mom and dad got married, but it wasn't that before. And so therefore my aunt said, do you think that you married you getting married to the right person? And he's like, yep. It drove my auntie nuts. Okay. So it's kind of interesting because I think that you're kind of thinking a lot about how you deal with things, and it's kind of interesting. So there's the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and it's time to disconnect from the world. So it might be that you're kind of looking at other things, not like, is it TikTok that's kind of giving you this, or is it social media? Where you're getting your messages from, because I think this is telling you to really live in the here and now and disconnect from a lot of your social media, like all that, because I think when you realize this, that yeah. Also, Page of Pentacles in reverse means that you're not taking on, like, what would I say? You could just accept this relationship instead of kind of constantly worrying about everything in your life. I think that's the thing. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so I do see this. Okay, let's go quickly through this before everyone's like, oh, she's taking a long time. Okay, King of Cups in reverse means quite a highly emotional man that's relying a lot on you. And yeah, you do quite a lot of like, oh yeah, but you think I'm pretty. Like, do you think I'm prettier than my sister? There's a lot of self-seeking behavior that makes you feel even more worse about yourself. Don't ask questions, ladies, unless you really want to put your man in the fire or you. Judgment in reverse as well, which means that, yeah, I think this guy cannot answer it right. It doesn't matter whether you're attractive or pretty, just to him or whatever. Obviously, he's not gonna lie and sit there and go, your sister's ugly, because she isn't. She's pretty like you. He's not gonna lie. Especially if you turn around and go, what? Do you think my sister's ugly? And then he's like, oh my dear lord. But I think as soon as you get through this and realize that you're doing this self-seeking behavior, these things will pour into place for you, and you'll realize that everything, like, your boyfriend is a very, very nice guy. Quite a catch. Maybe a little bit of, like, a fatty because he likes his food. A little bit chubby, which is nice. I like slightly chubby guys. I don't like the muscles so much. And also, like, there's a lot of things to explore and do with your boyfriend. So I think in general, don't don't put your boyfriend in that trap. He loves you very much. Sweet Pea says, what is these current thoughts about me? Okay, they really want to go for it. Like, whatever you've offered or whatever you seem to be, yeah, they want to see what's on offer, and they want to stay to see what's on offer. So Sweet Pea, they're like, yeah, I'll see what's on the menu. Vitatoria says, what are Suddy's current feelings towards me? What's his next action? Okay, he didn't take that. He didn't reach out. It's like, no, on something. Though saying that it's a good offer. I think that Viteria, he'll come around to this, but at the moment he's like, maybe he doesn't want to hurt you right now because he's not thinking in that way, but I think that he's coming towards you to offer you like toys or goodies or something to show that he really cares about you and wants to make this thing work. Tasvia says, why is Raymond so desperate about not leaving me? Because winter is coming. Most of the time we want to feel, even if it's a bad feeling versus apathy. Like when our hearts close down and we start not feeling anymore. It can be really hard for some people not to have feelings. It can be really hard to feel your heart harden and you just don't have any emotions to display. And that doesn't mean that you won't warm up again. It just means for a very long time that just happens. So some people are scared. Katrin says, what are our HP's feelings towards me? Okay, so it's actually really weird. There is that attraction, but they have to think about reconnecting with you, or rethinking about how to approach you. But they also realize that you're completely different from them, Katrin. So this is actually a harder one, because this is kind of, unless we have really big compatibility here, most people that are kind of new in love or first attraction means that they see how would I explain this? They see that they're now different from the other person, because when you fall in love with a person, you don't fall in love with the person when you start. You fall in love with the idea of a person, and then you realize that they're so different. That sometimes gives you kind of that disconnection from them, because you're like, that's so different, which is possibly why he needs to reconnect, or they need to reconnect with you. Little Sag says, love reading for the next 72 hours. Let's do the romantic angel options. Just for you, Little Sag. No, I lie. If anyone wants a romantic angel one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags, apparently. Express your love. This might be two people then. Past life relationship. Okay, that makes sense. Safe for you to love and stay optimistic. I'd say there's two people here. So past life relationship and pay attention to red flags. I'm kind of thinking of the same person. And then express your love. It's safe for you to love and stay optimistic about your love life. It could be not another person, but it could be what you need to do to get yourself another person. This seems like a past life relationship, so you've known each other before. This might be in the past, like in the last life, or it could be an ex, and that's why pay attention to red flags. It could be a karmic connection coming in there, which means that yeah, sometimes people are like, is this your twin flame? I'm like, do they make you cry on a daily basis? Then no, they're not a twin flame. So yeah, it's express love, it's safe for you to love, and stay optimistic. So open your heart, give and receive the highest energy of all. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. So it might be like you have a crush, and let them know, and stay apart. Optimistic, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So good luck. Taz says, what's coming towards me in love this week? Hammer, I'm sure I've answered your one already. Please go back in time if you didn't actually see that. So love this week. Don't focus on the small things. See a bigger picture. Oh my god, the cats did just jump the coop. It like escaped to the floor again. Oh my dear lord. Give me a second. I'm doing so well, and then it just completely decides to disintegrate on me. Okay. Yeah, so see a bigger picture, not sewn into little small things, and realize that you're struggling with something and you're losing. So it could be like, yeah, let your friends help you, ask and accept your support of others, and this is possibly why that this is a thing. So in general, I don't see any love coming in, but the cards are telling you to rely on friends for that. Whatever that is, it might be that they know someone, set you up on a blind date. Fine Wine says, will I hear from him tomorrow? These things just leaped out. The Lovers, the Empress in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh Jesus Christ. I think he's I think he will, but it probably is going to be a little bit begrudgingly, because I don't think he knows what to say to you, because you're really cool. Like he's got quite a lot of love in his heart for you. And the Empress in reverse, which kind of means that he's either doesn't have the creativity to come forward and actually tell you exactly how he feels, or he's not really honest about how he feels, or it could be that he wants this but he doesn't want kids, and he doesn't really want to hurt you if you want a family and he doesn't want kids. Okay, hi dear, hi Sia. Current feelings for me. Okay, so you actually have to let go of feeling about this person. So let go of the connection, because I think as soon as you let go of the connection, yeah, I think you should just let it go, because it says you deserve love. So it doesn't say this is unreciprocal, but it seems like this person doesn't love you like you need to be treated. So I would suggest let that person go and see if they have the decency to actually talk to you. Hammer, I will do one again because I don't know whether you got that one, so I will quickly do this one. So yeah, it seems like you need to water this connection quite a lot. You also need to struggle to make this work. Now, weirdly enough, I'm getting, what is his name? Matthew Hussey vibes, where he said most women try and work on the relationship. So they're out there building the castle, and the guy isn't building the castle with them. He's just waiting for them to kind of build the castle. And it's like, oh yeah, but it's so great, like he talks to me lots, but there's no kind of commitment on that person's end. So yeah, it seems like you'll have to work very hard for this, and I don't see a lot of reciprocal on the other person's end. It actually seems like they're kind of zoning into the small things that you keep doing, and they also don't feel like this is good enough, I feel. Let me ask for romantic angel tarot quickly for you. Yeah, so there's apparently a reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So it might be that you need to clear spaces for someone that's coming, or you need to kind of think about whether or not this is going to be a good thing. Shah says, can I get a general love reading? Of course you can, Shah. I'm sorry guys that you have to wait so long, but it's just to try and get through everybody in a concise order. Oh, wow. Okay, wedding and honeymoon came up, which seems like an interesting one. And give your relationship a chance. Ooh, okay. Work on your relationship. This kind of feels like, what is it, like the 80s kind of. I'm very sure it's the 80s that kind of had the glam rock look, and that's what's kind of coming through on her makeup. This situation involves marriage, and enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, sure. Of course, give me a second. I'm going to work my way down. I'm sorry. Okay, so yes, I hope. So there is the business email, or yeah, so get in touch with me through Mystic Cassandra Tarot at gmail.com. That's the easiest way. Hello Christy, how are you? You could also book through Cafe. Mariel says hello. Nina says, is Kev Sag my twin flame? Thank you. What's his feelings towards me? Oh dear lord. Possibly karmic. Yeah, okay, so interesting. King of Cups versus King of Swords. Is this the same person? I'm just gonna ask the oracle cards. Is this the same person? You might sit there and go, no, I don't know how to reply to that. Okay. It's like sitting there going, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I feel like there's two people here. So it's weird because usually when I'm dealing with other people that they're just like one person, but it seems two people here. There's the King of Swords, very this could be his dad if there's no other particular men on the horizon for you. very domineering, very how would I explain this? Very sarcastic, can be very mean sometimes. Very controlling and very dominating. So this is King of Cups. He's kind of a little bit more emotionally, what I would say is he usually tends to be very codependent for myself. This is how I would read him. Or like it can be called as emotionally withdrawn. But the High Priestess here, like, I feel like this person does, weirdly enough, I don't feel like it's, it feels like artist job or something like that. Which is weird because the Empress hasn't come out, but it feels like something to do with creativity or artistry. This person can create things that have that kind of vibe. But then Justice in reverse means like karma. So it could be that this person's a karmic relationship, and that this is why, is because they can't say no to this other person. Or this could be the person that is the karma, but this person is the one that you'll actually meet, that is supposed to be the right person, which would be actually quite nice. I think he'll be cute, very shy, withdrawn. What does Aries feel about me? Mariel, sorry, sometimes I use the desk to shuffle. So Aries, oh, they want to be strong for you, but they also think you're their sunshine. Oh, they want to protect you and look after you and bring you all the positive things in life. Oh, that's so cute. My eyes are crying. That's okay, Christy. Please send me an email, even if you just tell me what's going on. The spiritual Jada says, heterosexual relationship. How does Kaleo feel about me? We're Crush's friends. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Ashley. Okay, so they're healing family issues. And also disconnect from the world and attraction. You'll attract a romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it might be just time to kind of give each other space, like where you won't be interrupted. I'm not meaning it that way, guys, but it could happen. And healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This could be both of you, because most of us have to forgive our parents for some things, usually that they always think they're right. I don't know about when I'm a parent, and the worst thing is I don't want to be like especially my mom. My dad was kind of laid back and kind of a carefree person, but my mom always was like, I know best. And I'm like, I got to 30 and I had to write her email. I was like, ah, because it was some like serious issue, and I was like, I'm 30. I've gone through a lot of shit. I love you, but no. What does my new managers feel about me? Okay, interesting. Okay, so King of Cups, your manager now is actually kind of a very caring person. I feel like this is your manager, but this is a male card. So if you have a manager that's a female, then this is like colleague. But they care about you strongly, but they want you to kind of control the situation a lot more. And this is possibly why, is that you get very overwhelmed about what other people are thinking, and you might ask them how they're thinking, and then you do the way that they do it. And this gets you in trouble more than you know. So therefore control it and kind of forget about what other people say. Like, oh, don't do that. And then you do it and then you get in trouble. So maybe it's time to kind of control your own actions and forget what your colleagues and what yourself says. Because I think sometimes you aim to please people and you can't please everybody. You need to work on being very authoritarian, because I think you're getting spread too thin. Ashley says, hello kinder teacher, hi! What are Josh's Virgo's current feelings towards me? Ooh! Okay, this guy might not tell you how he feels, because he's, I think he's kind of got caught in the cookie jar that he doesn't want to, like, show you that he is attracted to you. This guy is not kind of lying. He's not deceptive. I wouldn't say so, but he doesn't want to show it that he's attracted to you, but is kind of like healing his heart, kind of like getting back into the game, and doesn't want you to know, because then when you have that power over someone, it becomes really hard for them to kind of back out. Most of the time we don't really want to say I love you first, because then people know. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. So maybe it is something that he's into that you don't know, that he might be like, will she like run away screaming? Ashley, if you find out. I'm sure that you can keep an open mind about him, but do realize that he possibly can emit not something really bad, but he might be like into a kink that you might have to go, okay, that's interesting. So Leha, I already answered that. I'm very sure that you got to get to that. If you didn't get that, can you please tell me in chat so I can withdraw, like, do your reading again. How does B feel after I blocked him? Weirdly enough, he's kind of happy about it, but like, were you like, was he borrowing money off you? Cause yeah, it seems like a lack of money. So yeah, I think this guy, if he was just using you for money, like borrowing money off you, he's a scumbag. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Leha, I would say yeah, he's using you for money and he feels like way better now. So. Oh no, it was Jane. Sorry, Jane. Sorry. That's yours, Jane. Yeah. Yeah, he was like borrowing money off you. That's not good. If he's like, oh yeah, but the only thing I miss is money, then no. Prista says, will he think I leave him alone if I be gentle and tell him it's not possible for me to be in a relationship here with him right now, or try to blackmail me with that? Oh, okay. He might not just accept that. Yeah, so he thinks that there's still chemistry there between you guys. I think even if you walk away, yeah, he won't take that lightly. I think you just tell him that you want the images removed from wherever they're stored, because you deserve love, my love. But yeah, he's not going to take this lightly, and he's going to keep on just investing into this relationship even if you tell him to stop. So I think in general, just bite the bullet, I run. How is married a life ahead financial wise and my kids? Okay, so it's calling in your soulmate. It's safe for you to love. Reconciliation. A past one is coming back. Forgiving and learning. I've never really seen this card before. You release and heal your past. You experience more love in your present moments, which possibly makes sense with the reconciliation card. It's safe for you to love and calling in your soulmate. Okay. So, that got knocked off. So, I'll say... apparently, there's unrequited love. Maybe that's actually at the moment. Yeah. your thought and mine cards. Yeah, there's an addiction there to like having a crush on people that don't love you. Yeah. So yeah, this seems like a good thing for everything else. Like there's ex coming back that you might have dumped because they weren't yeah, that one feels true. Okay, so I feel like you go very well together with this person. How many kids? Let's ask how many kids. I think one. It might be just that you don't have enough money for one, like more than one kid. It's going to be a man. So it'll be a male. And he might be like, Mom, Dad, where's my iPhone 7? Cause yeah. Just constantly looking in that money jar. Tell him to go get himself a job, young. But yeah, marriage life, very happy. You'll get someone that's very much from the same background, same faith, or just in general from the same place. So there will be compatibility there because you both have gone through some things together. So that seems really good. So how will my aunt feel about Akel when she meets him? Corey, firstly, you've got Queen of Swords here. Maybe like very intelligent, slightly feminine. It might be that she's yeah, no, maybe she'll see that he's kind of feminine in nature, because she said when she meets him. Or okay, maybe this is more about your aunt then. Okay, so I think she'll see him as being very much a person that plays by his own rules and is very focused on what he wants. So I think in general, if she's Queen of Swords and very intellectual, she will really like this person because she can see that he thinks and he's planning and he's doing things to kind of elevate himself in life. And I think that she'll really admire that. Hi, Jeanette! How are you? Yeah, so if anybody wants to book a reading, you're very welcome to message me through either Ko-Fi, where I do commissions, or mystictarot@gmail.com. And that's the easiest way to get in touch with me. So Jeanette says, what kind of work will I do in the nearest future? Okay, this is actually very interesting because... okay. I think that you'll be trying to get... yeah, okay. You might be trying to get young men. I feel like young men back on track with their lives. So you might be like administrator for YMCA, or you're doing an outreach program where you're working with juveniles. Because I always think of these guys being very, very young. So even though King of Wands is a king, he's kind of the youngest one in the deck. Well, I read him as very young. And so therefore these two seem like, yeah, you will have to look after them. So I would say that it's like something like an outreach program, or taking in males that are at risk and running them through a program that they can then work on skills that they didn't have before, and then they become bigger parts of community, and so they don't re-offend again, or they have safe places. I think go Jeanette, you're actually doing really well. What is up? What's up? The ceiling! Actually, is it? After today, there was electricians in my house all day because they had to fix some wiring and some lights and everything, and it took them about 9 hours to do so. This is why I'm so late, because I was like, even though I didn't do anything, I was just worn out, and I was like, do I want to do the tarot stream tonight? And I was like, everyone likes the tarot stream, I have to make sure that I continue. So I will get to a point where I run out of like words, and then I will finish it up tonight. So AG, the goat, you're the goat? You sure? What's up? What's Letitia's feelings energy about me? Playfulness to recapture your romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine, which shouldn't be fine. It should be definitely a thing. And let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold. So this could be like the full card in the tarot deck. It's just let go of like a control of the situation and let it just unfold naturally. It could also be a time that you might have like a controlling behavior, and you might need to work on that. But it's funny, honey. Yes, of course, a honey bunny. One of my friends is a honey bunny. She's so cute. No worries, Sate. What does A's mother think of me? That you're very focused. Yeah, okay. Very, very focused. Like money, like time. You're just like really hyper focused in what you want. But you might not kind of prepare meals like she wants them to be prepared. So it might be like you're working on your business, you're working on career, and but you might burn dinner. That's the only thing I can say. Cutie cutie. So she likes you, but she's like, your culinary skills or something might need to work. If you're like, but my culinary skills are good, then maybe she hasn't said anything about it. Yes, Ginger. Okay, Ginger, your things that are coming through is that you need to let go of possibly a past connection, like a fear attachment. Actually, this is not a past contention, but I think you hold onto a relationship with kind of a desperation of I was going to say this and I was like, do I say this? But I think that you might understand this if I tell you, Ginger. It's like dead man's fingers holding on to something. You know how like you have to Like, always in those movies, you gotta prise them open to find out what's in them. This is kind of like what you are. Like, with a relationship, you're like, eh, and you never let it go. And this is... the worst thing is, with this kind of energy, it drives people away. We don't like desperation in a person. And it might come back to that we have kind of a weird karmic thing that we sit there and go, okay, if someone's desperate, then we don't want to be around that person because their desperation means that they don't have a kind of an idea of their value, their strengths. And most of the time, the people that don't care are the people that win. They're always the ones that win, are the people that don't care. So there's the Tower in reverse, means that there's a connection that broke apart, that you can come back and you can work together with this person, and this is possibly why this fell apart, and you can build a bigger connection. But it's telling you to go back and actually think about why you feel so disheartened when it comes to working on things. Probably relationships, because this one. And I would say in general, yeah, this one's coming up to me as like the grasping. And I think in general, as soon as you realize that it's all in your head, it's all in your head, you let it go and you'll be like, and people will be like, you okay? You're like, yeah, that actually wasn't bad. What? So what if they leave, Ginger? What if they leave? You could maybe leave the door open, maybe some snacks, see if they come back. If they don't come back in 2 hours, you close the door, you lock it, and you eat all the snacks. Well, I do. That's maybe why my partner looks at me like every time I like leave a door open. What are you doing? I'm like, nothing, I'm going to grab my snacks. Okay, I'll stop playing. What's coming towards me this month? Okay, so you're very hyper-focused, but kind of make sure that you keep relationships a priority. You don't want to offend any of your friends and family. And also, I think in general, that means that you should allocate time to friends and family and a partner. So if you don't have a partner right now, it's very easily that you'll get one, yeah, this month, SS Virgo. So yeah, I think that you'll get a lot closer to what you were. It might be that you're slightly a workaholic. So I would suggest, like, if it's Saturday, Sunday, don't work on the things. And Chantress says, why is Nabil with his girlfriend if he's not happy? That's easy. There's a lot of questions why people are not happy. Yeah, he's very oblivious of what he's... yeah. He's trying to, like, forget that he's unhappy. He's also like struggling to like deal with a lot of things. Yeah, so this person's struggling with a lot of, I would say, mental issues, and this is possibly why like he's allowing his heart to heal with this person. So even if he's unhappy with everything, like there's a safe harbor, a safe shore for this person before he moves on to another person, because I think this is only a matter of time for him to leave this person. Yeah, he's just allowing his heart to heal, and then he's kind of moving on, which sounds really horrible. New Love says, hi, is A dating or seeing other women? I don't think so. Like, I feel... Oof, no, now there's two. So, that might be, a thing. Okay, so there is a separation card coming out for the Queen of Pentacles. So time from your partner is on the horizon. And then there's the star, which means growing. It's like watering. So it could be that this person's watering both connections. And Queen of Cups says, keep an open mind. Your soul may differ from your usual types and expectations. So Queen of Cups in reverse might be that this person's emotionally relying on this person. But Queen of Pentacles in reverse, as I'm reading this right now, is someone that's financially dependent on this person that you ask about. So I would say that, yeah, he's seeing someone else, but I think he's decided that this one's over. Whoever this is, and I'm sorry if this is you. So Tasphere says, is Rayman generally in love with me, or he wants to hold on to you? He wants to give it a chance, so he just wants to work on a partnership with you. So I think he sees more of a chance of this relationship than you, which is not surprising because, yeah, most guys tend to do that, and they tend to be more surprised when we break up with them. So Empress of Love. So after this, Tasvia, take a break from your questions because you have asked quite a lot of them tonight. So, yes, of course, Gordo. So this is your reading. So your next actions of your Cancerian ex towards you. I think he's trying to put the work in and seeing if he has like a place at the table, a place in your heart again. Oh, that slimy. I hate when like guys do this. They're like, oh yeah, but I gotta like let you go. I'm not into this right now. I'm not into this kind of thing right now. And then they kind of do this, and I'm like, you make me so mad. So I'm sorry that was possibly too loud, but yeah. Like, sometimes when you're like, you were supposed to let me go like ages ago. Okay, so can I have a free reading, please? Yes, of course. Amanda says, can I have a general reading? Okay, so Nine of Cups, Queen of Wands. Beautiful energy here. Oh, so much beautiful energy. I'm sorry, card, running you over. I need to put it underneath like lots of books and see if I can flatten it out. At the moment, it looks as heartbroken as the card means. Or heartbreak. The perfect card to run over, by the way. No, I'm sorry, cards. I won't do it again, I promise. And Nine of Cups, good, gorgeous relationship there. Showing us the yin and yang partnerships of the soul. Queen of Wands sitting resplendently by a fireplace, but she's going to go out and she's going to see her friends later. There's just so many good vibes in this. And then Three of Swords in reverse, a healing of hearts. So I think that there's a lot of things coming towards you like now. And Amanda, I think everything is going to be going good. So if you don't have a partner right now, you will get one really soon that understands you a lot. Yeah. Vijay says, thank you. Do you see when Sunny finally commits to me fully. Oh, he's doing the dance, isn't he? He's doing the dance. He's like, yes. And then he's like, oh, it's too hard. Separation. Okay. Time apart. Okay. Let your friends help you, okay? And financial issues. So apparently the cards are saying that he's going to go into separation with you if there's not a separation already. So it could be that he doesn't feel like he could support you, which is like, some people go, well, that's not a big issue. But most times guys are not going to commit if they don't feel like they can raise a family or like look after you. And also, if they're young, they might think that they have plenty of time, because guys are guys, and spend lots of time deciding that, oh yeah, I'll get a career and then I'll have a girlfriend later. So, and let your friends help you ask for and accept support from others. So I don't see this as a commitment at the moment, Vishisa. So it might be that they need to kind of work on their own career. Hassan, I thank you for coming every single day. Every single day I stream. You're the light of my life. You give me so much strength. I'm just glad that every single god that's on this earth, the mother goddess of all creation, has made you in his own image or their own image. You just are so... There's a kiss for you, darling. Fatin says, will Omar come back and ask me to be together again? Okay, interesting. He's stuck? Would he like to? I think so. I think so. He's got all the motivation to do that, but he's stuck somehow. Why is he stuck? Oh, because he's battling something. Okay. That makes me even weirder. Out. Can we get this? Okay, so yeah, he's getting stuck because he thinks this could be the one. So yeah. I feel like this guy is kind of like... yeah. He's not ready to commit, but he also doesn't want you to run away. Yeah? Fatin? I am going to... I always answer yours, Leah. I always answer yours. You just... like, sometimes when people spam, I've already answered your question, but sometimes because you get to a point that you spam so many times, you're not listening to your name. When the Scorpion will unblock Sarah Capricorni, back to me, please. Thanks. Okay, we'll get back to you. Okay, so they felt like your flirtation and like your... oh, what would I say? Like, sometimes you act out. So they kind of like, yeah, don't like that sometimes you're just like too over... this could possibly be it. You're too over flirtatious, and when they don't seem to reply, you kind of lash out at them, and then they just go, okay, well, I can't deal with this. You're always in this mood, Sarah. So yeah, they will come back to you, but you might need to figure out how to deal with your upsetness or your anger when you feel like you're ignored. They're not trying to ignore you. You just expect like answer straight away, and they can't. But yeah, I feel like this person really cares about you, or they wouldn't want to come back, which they want to. Hello, Mahima. No worries, Christy. Rachi, hi. Sophie, what are Kay's intentions with the girl he's been flatting behind my back? Oh no. He feels old right now. Possibly flirtations keeping him alive. You know. Romantic feelings there, so yeah. I would say that that's a thing. I would suggest, what is it? The State of Affairs by Esther Perel. You might want to read that, but I also realized that, yeah, he's pretty much, yeah, feeling old, feeling decrepit, wants to, like, flirt to get his kind of, it feels like he's getting attracted to someone, or someone's attracted to them. Whatever the excuse is not really that great. Okay, guys, 5 minutes and I will finish up the list. So I will put down the list is closed. Everybody that has actually answered, or like asked a question, I will answer, okay? So, what's coming in love for you, Richie? Okay, so Queen of Swords. So yeah. Versus you, King of Pentacles. Oh no. You might feel like she takes all the biscuits. So she might be a little bit costly, but she's also worth it. I think in general you'll be like, oh, there's not enough money like going around because I give it all away, so there's not as much food on the table, but also this lady's worth it. I think you'll realize that when you date her. Current feelings of E towards me. I'm sorry that my my mount shakes every time I hit the table. Pretty says current feelings of E towards me. So it is, yeah, the Fool, as well as, weirdly enough, give me a second, guys, because I need to type, but my keyboard is out of the way. So I'm going to put list closed so I know where I am. I'm also going to turn this on, but the people that have already answered, like, asked a question and got in before the list is closed, don't run away. So we have the Fool and the Battler. So it might be that they are battling quite a lot from the outside. They want to act the Fool for you. So it could be that this person's going through a lot. But they want to be this kind of really happy, jolly person around you. So they don't want to make you upset. They don't want to make you cry for them. They don't want you to feel pity for them. But yeah, they're going through some hard stuff. Just be there for them. They really care about you, because if they were, they just want you to smile and laugh, and then they can forget about sometimes the crap that they have to deal with. Lucy says general. Oh, I feel like this is like Halloween, weirdly enough. Like the devil in reverse. Do you always buy like tons of like Halloween decorations? Because it feels like that's a little bit of like what I'm getting is like the Halloween decoration. I don't know why. It must be the purple. But there's money coming in, little tiny bits of money. So the cards are telling you, if you don't have little bits of money coming in, kind of create them. And the Hangman. So you've been struggling a long time with something, and the cards is like, let it go. Let it go. Naturally drop into where you need to go. because sometimes holding on for far too long to not one out, like there's something present in your life that's much better for you right now if you just let go of the branch and just fall off, which you'll naturally do because you're on your way there. Sometimes you're struggling if it's this way, but you're naturally going to fall off into where you need to go, so good luck. And yeah, I do definitely think that reverse temptation is like Halloween decorations. I don't know why. But yeah. Hello, Emerson, Minion, hey! How are you? Does Jay like talking to me and they miss having me school with them? It's hard because I was going to... Yeah, let's put it in reverse. They like talking to you, but you're also quite loud. You're quite loud, and you like, when you're excited, you just like take up the whole conversation without realizing them. So they do miss you. They know that they can contact you and you'll still reply. But yeah, it's like you might have been very extroverted and this person was quite introverted, and so therefore then sometimes when you're really fast talking you don't have space for them. So I think it'll be good. I think they still really care about you, okay? Mahima says, please tell me I will pass UPSI by 2024. You'll struggle and you will win. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's actually really interesting because Queen of Pentacles came out for you. Which means, like, you... Okay. Romantic relationship coming in there as well, out of the left field. Yeah, so you... Nine of Swords, so you might have a hard time staying still. Might get distracted easily because you're quite... like really high energy. Like if you weren't inside, I could see you running around a lot, like not running around like is, but like physical sports or something like that. But yeah, a Queen of Pentacles coming in for love, so it could be that you might have to kind of tell your girlfriend or your future girlfriend that you need to study. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks very positive, but you really need to work on one thing. Or it could be that that's you. So no, I feel like Knight of Swords from that, Mahima. But if you're feminine, then yeah, that card's for you. New subs, what's the rules here? Just ask. I am not a Gemini. So I am actually a Taurus, believe it or not. Do I have this kind of like... I don't know. I am friends with a Gemini though. He's one of my oldest friends I've ever had. We bonded over Pokemon actually, weirdly enough. Okay, so Alessa says John's current feelings for me. He's stuck on you. He's stuck on you and he wants to be close to you. So yeah, Alicia, really close. So Butterfly says, hey, general love reading, please. The sun. And, oh yes. So giant radiation of energy there. So it could be that Butterfly, you just don't play well with other people, or you don't get people to share your love of things. So it might be that you need to kind of, yeah, That makes sense there. You need to actually discuss your feelings with each other, and you might need to like just not care about like what people think, but like share like ideas and your toys and makes them kind of fall in love with like all your passions or your hobbies. But yeah, like sun hope is coming in. I definitely get that. So Emma says, what are wise feelings towards the situation that happened towards me today? Okay, so weirdly enough, this is Queen of Cups, and we also got Eight of Swords here again. Is this Eight of Swords? Yeah, Eight of Swords. So yeah, it's kind of weird because the E-Man, I feel like this person feels like you trap yourself in situations and you don't know how to get yourself out, and you rely on them way too much to be able to get out of a situation. Yeah, so this person really loves you, really cares for you, but at the same time just would like you to stop getting yourself into trouble and try and find yourself a solution out of whatever mess you're in. It could be possibly that you tick this person off and they're emotionally withdrawing and you're like, help, what do I do now? The easiest way to do anything, guys, is like, I'm sorry that I upset you. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say sorry, not sorry. But you could just say sorry I upset you. Quinn Armor says, hello, I'd like to know if you see me starting a job. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, I see like a lot of positive, lots of success there. This seems like you mended your heart, so this could be like a past kind of career that you started that you didn't actually go all the way through, so you might have left the industry. But yeah, I feel like you'll go back to it and it'll be much better. People really like when you talk, especially in interviews. Keep using that to your advantage. You're very confident and charismatic in an interview, and yeah, you'll definitely get a job, and like you'll be one of those new hires that people really like a lot. Okay, so I am nearly down to the end. If you just come in, the list is closed. So it's Abia. So please tell me the current feelings of my recent ex. And will he come back to me? Abia, this person feels like you're very ego driven. So therefore you might get in arguments and you don't listen to what they say. So that kind of means that even though they really love you and they really care for you, sometimes that gets them kind of like, well, if I spend my whole life with this person, how are they going to treat me for the rest of the life? So I think they're kind of waiting it out and seeing what you do. But whatever happened, I think you reacted quite strongly to that, Abia. Hello, V-Lona. Hi, David. How does my future look? In what way? It seems positive. You're chasing quite a lot. Oh, Queen of Swords as well. Ooh. Oh, yeah, she'll keep you chasing. And yeah. That's easy. Queen of Swords, so it's highly charismatic. knows what she wants and usually gets what she wants because she's very direct. She's not gonna like go, oh yes, I want this thing. No, she'll be like, oh yeah, when am I getting this thing? If she doesn't get these things, she's not gonna be upset with you. She's gonna just buy it herself. So you might sit there and go, oh help, am I gonna get in trouble today? She's like, no. I just bought it because that was what she did. Okay, so the list is closed, guys. Make sure to like so we got up to Glitterbee. Okay, so I'll quickly do Glitterbees. But yeah, we are finished. If you want to go to sub and click on the notification bell, because you know what? It doesn't notify you when I come live, and I do these things every Sunday and Tuesday. If you do want to book a reading, the information's down the bottom. So is he really in love with you? I think he is. Queen of Cups in reverse. You might be very emotionally dependent on him right now, and I would suggest make sure to go, yeah, and go and do your fun things, because I think this is driving him kind of nuts, because you're very good at caring for other people, and you usually can. You have lots of people around you, and now because of COVID and things like that, you're kind of trapped. And yeah, it's time to take control of your life, because that's kind of the person that he was attracted to at the start. He's very focused on, I think this is work and finances at the moment, because I think he's just scared about with the COVID that he might lose his job. If he's lost his job already, he's trying to get that back so hard. But yeah, there's this really beautiful connection between both of you. Maybe because you both experience quite a lot, that you might not say the things that when we're close in love we say, because you're not teenagers anymore. You have a very mature sense, and you're both still very attracted to each other, so I feel like very positive. Yeah, I think he loves you very much. He's just getting a little bit annoyed because you're just stuck in a house and you're not like he's like, honey, can you talk to your friends? No, they're busy, they're doing stuff. And he's like, ah. But no worries, butterfly, no worries, everyone. Much love to everybody. Have a very good night. Love and light to you all. Take care of yourself and take care of others, okay? Until I see you again on Sunday. Bye, bye, bye.